Red will do his best to get it answered for you. And keep in mind, after this webinar, if you have questions, reach out to the person who invited you. If they don't have the answers to your questions, they'll reach out to a leader who will answer your question. Okay, so have a great time, everybody. And Marty, take it away.
I'll try if we don't get kicked off again. Their account was deleted, but they're coming back in and getting me back, I guess. Anyway, welcome everybody. And today we're going to go over a business idea that is life-changing. A little about myself. I'm 61 years old. I keep saying 60, but I am 61. And I've been online since 2004. Actually, due to disability, I wanted to find a way to make a little extra money. And I thought, hey, I'll go online. First thing you see is some business opportunities. So I said, hey, it should be easy. Well, 9 years later, I found that 9 years later and thousands of dollars later, I found out it wasn't that easy. And was forced to learn how to market. And it wasn't easy, and it took a long time. It took a long, long time. And then finally I get where I could market, and we did Twitter and Instagram and anything you could think of. We finally started, got Facebook down pat where I could get ads going on that, which is probably the hardest of all, because they want you to make an ad that nobody likes, and so nobody clicks on it. But anyway, finally they do click on it, and just had to figure out how to win without them kicking me off. So about 8 years ago, I ran into Mike Ellis, and then Mike was friends with Dan since they were kids, just about. And we all found out we had different skill sets, so we put them together. We did pretty well, and we started building teams in whatever company it was. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we'd build a team, sometimes 100, 200, 300. One of them we brought in 4,000 leads and people that actually opted in, and that business didn't convert. Nobody liked it. They wouldn't do it. And I said, oh man. And then the other ones we got into, we found out wasn't even playing field. So you can't bring anybody with you, even if you make a few bucks. To try to get people to come with you, they don't know what you know, and you can't transfer what you know to them. I mean, everybody says you can. I've had gurus tell me, hey, come in, take this course. I'll show you how to be a marketer. You take the course, well, you're not quite done. If you take this one for $250, you'll be that much better. Well, that much better than zero is not really a lot, but I did it again. So did millions of other people. Well, anyway, long story short, lost a lot of money, figured out how to market. Then we got to the other end of the spectrum, which was, to me, worse. Knowing how to market, can build a team. And once you learn how to market, you can build any company. I mean, you just can. You can take a company, you have a system, you can build it. The problem is, how good is the company? Now you're into that part. And finding a company that's going to be there more than 6 months and being able to bring people with you. So us being on the end of the spectrum, couldn't duplicate what we're doing. So I'm looking at people's face. Yeah, I'm going to help you out. And what can you help? 2 or 3 people? You can't help hundreds. You can't help thousands. And they're all in different space. Some of them have time. Some of them are raising single family. They have 2 jobs. They work 40, 50 hours a week. It's impossible. It's just absolutely impossible. When a guru says that, walk away, because it's not true. If it was true, 99% of people wouldn't be losing money online. Mathematically, it can't be true. So I was thinking about 2 years ago now, which is hard to believe, I said, well, we got to find a business that is even for everyone. Everyone's a winner, which is like Disney World, okay? Did I think it really existed? Actually, no. What business is going to be like? What person would put a business together that everybody wins? And yes, there was one. I actually ran into Peter Rogers and Red Redford. Red's here. And I trusted them because I worked with them before. Myself, Mike, and Dan, all of us worked with them before. And I asked them, what are you doing? Oh, we're in this business that you're going to learn about today. And the bar was low. I just wanted to know, can we make money? Yeah. Is it unlimited? Yeah. Do I have to stack my closets full of potions and lotions and, some kind of tonic? No. It's digital. Ooh, that was even better. And can we bring people with us? Yes. Boom, I was in. I didn't care if we were selling duck poo poo right at the time, because you want to find something where you can make money. So I went back, spilled the beans all over Mike and Dan. Probably didn't make any sense at all, but anyway, we got in, we signed up, and we slammed the gas to the floor and built a group as fast as we could. As we were going, we learned. I found out you can learn as you go. There's a lot of sayings. You go out and find out famous quotes and all that. Learn about it after you join. And we did. In fact, everybody learns after they join, no matter what they tell you, because you get in and you think you know everything and you don't. And Unpassive's even worse. You think you know, and you think it's too good to be true. It's better than too good to be true once you find out what's going on, which is absolutely ridiculous, but it's true. You don't have to believe it. Get the facts and you'll see what we're talking about. So we got in, built a big team, met the owner, the CEO, Ash Mufara, and he is who we thought he was, more so. Leads with his heart, built a company with heart. It is now a gigantic company getting ready to launch. It's got a brick and mortar building. It's got real products, and it's exciting. And right now there's a founder position that people can get into. Mike Ellis is going to explain it so it's coherent and you'll understand it, because he does a very good job of making it very easy to understand. And afterwards, while we're doing this, you can ask questions in the Q&A, and Red knows every answer there is, I'm pretty sure. And we have a guest today, and she's going to speak too, and we'll get back to you. But right now I'm going to turn it over to Mike Ellis. Mike, do your magic, and I'm going to let you go.
Yeah, no, thanks, Marty. That's a great introduction. Yeah, we want to really welcome everybody that's here, but especially the new people. If you're here, you're new to Unpassive, you're just starting to explore and discover Unpassive, I think this will go a long way to giving you an understanding of what Unpassive is and what they can do for you. Because in the end, initially, that's all that's important. Can you build wealth online? And if you can, what vehicle do you need to actually build that wealth? So we're going to be talking about Unpassive. Unpassive is an AI IT company. They are an artificial intelligence informational technology company, completely digital. All the tools that have been developed in Unpassive have been developed by Ash Mufara and his team in Hyderabad. And his team of technicians in Hyderabad, they are brilliant, along with Ash Mufara. Ash Mufara, he's a CEO, he's the brain trust, the visionary behind Unpassive, and he's the one that's made all of this possible for us, those individuals that want to come online and build wealth. As we look at Unpassive, it is massive. It didn't start out that way, but today it is absolutely massive. And there are a ton of moving parts in Unpassive. We don't expect you to understand everything that's in Unpassive today. There's just too much of it. But what I will do, I'll share a couple of concepts with you that Ash shared with us quite a while back. And it really is the genius behind Unpassive. Yes, there are a lot of moving parts, but as Ash talked to those individuals that wanted to participate with Unpassive, he made it very, very simple to understand and grasp what they're doing. So I'm going to be going over 4 concepts, and then I'll get into them a little bit just to show you how it works and the genius behind Ash Mufara. As we look at the 4 concepts that he initially shared with us, the first one is it is self-funding. The second one is for success. The third and fourth are product and customer, and I'll go through each one of those. As we look at the first one, it is a self-funding business. What does that mean? It really is simple. you'll come in once, you'll come in and you'll pay once, you'll never have to go out of pocket again. And when I heard that, it was so refreshing because I had never seen a business online like that. Normally, you come in and you pay and you pay and you pay, and they just milk you dry. And eventually, because there really aren't any benefits, you don't make any money with these companies, people just quit. And they don't quit because their mindset is wrong or their why is wrong or any of that stuff. They quit because they can't make any money. Unpassive, you will come in, you will pay once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. Again, very, very refreshing. The second one, for success. Everybody that I mention this to, they absolutely love it. They have no clue what it means, but they love it. I mean, everybody loves the idea. You're going to force me to be successful? I love that. I'm not sure how you're going to do that, but I absolutely love it. All it means is as you come in, Unpassive is going to force you to build wealth. And I'll get into that here in just a little bit. I have never heard an argument against that. Everybody wants to improve their financial situation. It's our human nature. We want to do better. Unpassive is going to make sure you do better. And that's a really, really good thing. And you're going to see that as I go into the next two, which is product and customer. As we look at the products of Unpassive, they were developed again by Ash's team in Hyderabad. And these men and women, they're absolutely terrific. They're brilliant. And all the products of Unpassive are built from the ground up. They're cutting edge. They're the best of the best at a lower price point. And again, they are AI, artificial intelligence, and informational technology. And a good example of the IT would be the automated marketing platform. It has all the tools we need to market online in this automated marketing platform, whether it's a page builder, a funnel builder, whether it's a webinar service, a communication module. All the tools that we use to market online, and there are a ton of them, are in this automated marketing platform. And then we get to the customer side. Customers will come into Unpassive and use the products of Unpassive because the products are that good. They're brand new cutting edge technology, technology that's never been seen online. And as customers come in and use the products of Unpassive, they're absolutely going to love them. Why? It makes their job easier. It makes their bottom line better at a lower price point. That lower price point, really, really important. Everybody wants to use brand new technology, but they're not going to pay $10,000 to use it. That is not Unpassive. It is at a better price point. So how does this all come together? How does it work? As we come in and participate with Unpassive, here's what Unpassive is going to do for you, okay? As you come in, Unpassive is going to develop a marketing system for you. They're going to go into their IT products. They're going to take the IT products of Unpassive and build a marketing system for you. And then they're going to connect it with AI, artificial intelligence. So it runs 100% of the time, and it's 100% automated. Once that's done, Unpassive is going to go back into the bucket of tools, and they're going to pull out traffic. And they're going to start driving traffic for you. And again, Unpassive, it is primarily a customer-based business, even though we have the privilege to come in and participate with Unpassive. But Unpassive is going to start driving traffic for all of us, and they're going to primarily bring in customers. And as they bring these customers in, the customers are going to love the products because, again, they're superior. And as they come in and pay for the products, it is a monthly fee. And each one of these customers, we will get a portion of those customers. They will go underneath us, and we get paid off of the volume of those customers. And the customers now are paying a monthly fee, which bodes really, really well for us because all of a sudden our income becomes residual. And that's where we all want to be. It's really, really difficult to build wealth online if you can't have a residual income. Unpassive does that for us. So as we look at what Unpassive is going to be doing, it makes our business 100% automated because of the AI. And AI is so important, artificial intelligence. If you're not using artificial intelligence today online, you're really at a disadvantage, and it's really, really hard to compete and be successful. And this is how all these customers are going to be coming in to us. Now, I do get the the occasional response. In fact, I got it the other day. Well, that's kind of nice. They're going to give me a dozen sales. I'll make a little bit of money, but it's just not enough to really help my financial needs and where I'm at today. That's not how it's going to work. And the way I can give you a good illustration by talking about traffic a little bit and the amount of traffic that's going to be coming in to those individuals participating with Unpassive. About 6 months, maybe 8 months ago, Ash and his team decided to really turn on the spigots of the traffic, and their goal was to bring in 1 million opt-ins, and they put no time frame on it. It could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, it could be a year, and they just cranked it up. Here's the amazing part. In 4 days, they brought in 1 million opt-ins, and that is unheard of. Marty, Dan, and I, we've been driving traffic for a very long time. And when we saw what Ash and his team could do on the traffic side of Unpassive, we were just flabbergasted. It was extraordinary. And when you think about bringing in 1 million hours, 1 million opt-ins in 4 days, and you add AI to that, all of a sudden it doesn't take 4 days, but it takes 2 days, or 1 day, or 12 hours. Now you take that out 365 days, 1 year, and the amount of traffic that's going to be coming into Unpassive will blow your mind. When we think about these 4 concepts, self-funding, for success, product, and customer, think about the volume behind it, what Unpassive is going to be doing for us in a 100% automated business that you will have. So how do we all come into Unpassive? Today, there is a position as the founder position. You come in, you pay the fee, and you lock yourself into Unpassive. That really is all that fee is for. It's locking you into Unpassive. Today, it's $97. When you do that, there are some benefits that come along with that. One of the benefits is you can actually build a team. Why would you want to do that? And I'll get into that in just a little bit. But you'd want to do that, share Unpassive, because it cuts time frames. It puts you in a position to get to that place financially you want to be quicker. Also, as Unpassive launches to the world, which not launches to the world, as Unpassive does the soft launch, which is before they launch to the world, they're also going to start driving traffic for all of us and building all of our teams. Again, why is that so important? Each individual, each founder that they put underneath you is another stream of revenue. Again, you will cut time frames. You will get to that place, that financial place that you want to be quicker. So very, very critical things when you're thinking about Unpassive. Obviously, if you want to build a team and you have that inclination, go for it. If you do not, again, Unpassive is 100% automated. They will start doing that for you during the soft launch. And we are almost at the soft launch. Ash Mufareh released the first product of Unpassive. It's Ocademy. It's about a $225 billion niche. That's the revenue they do every year. It is massive, but like everything in Unpassive, it is massive. So once you become a founder, we get into the soft launch, they start building your team, and we get into the hard launch. How do we all come into Unpassive? We will all come into Unpassive initially as customers. We will come in, we will pay the fee. I think it's going to be right around $200. That is the fee that will be a monthly fee, but the preceding months will be paid from the proceeds we make with Unpassive. So you will come in, you will pay once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. You'll go into your back office, click a button, become an independent reseller of the IT product, and from there, Unpassive can pay you. That's the process we have to go through as we launch to the world. And I want to back up and go to the membership level first. As we come in and pay that membership level, yes, it is a one-time payment. The rest of the payments will be paid from the profits of Unpassive. But we also get all the IT tools of Unpassive. That is how Unpassive is going to build a marketing system for us and actually start driving traffic for us, those individuals participating with Unpassive. This is a really, really big deal when you put volume right in front of it, because the amount of volume that's going to be coming into Unpassive, it's going to be unprecedented. As Unpassive launches to the world, it is going to explode online and I believe go viral very, very quickly because again, the tools are proprietary, they're cutting edge, best of the best at a lower price point. Customers will come in not only because they need the tools of Unpassive, because these tools are better at a lower price point. So the volume that's going to be coming in, it's going to be extraordinary to watch. And I want to give you an example of the sheer volume that Unpassive is going to be doing. Just to give you an idea that it's not a couple of sales, it's life-changing sales and customers coming into your business, your team. Today, we're doing a webinar on Zoom, and Zoom is one of the big players online. Their net revenue is about $139 billion a year. This Zoom is very, very old technology. It's just not very, very good. We've been using it now for quite a while. The other day we had a Zoom with 10,000 people on it, and it was not pretty. It just didn't work as well as it should. As Unpassive launches to the world, one of the products of Unpassive will be a webinar service. It is superior to the Zoom we're on today. Here's what I think is going to happen. As Unpassive launches with their webinar platform, in the course of a year, I'm not sure Zoom will be in business. And that's a tall statement, but I believe that. And today, tens of thousands of people pay Zoom to do this webinar service. I believe as Unpassive comes out with a superior product at a lower price point, those tens of millions of people are going to come over and use the Unpassive webinar platform. That's tens of millions of customers coming into Unpassive, landing underneath us, those individuals that participate with Unpassive. You don't get them all, you get a portion of them. But over time, that portion is a ton, and that's how we get paid. We get paid off of the volume that lands underneath us. So as we look at Zoom and we look at Unpassive, at the end of a year with one product, the webinar platform of Unpassive, I believe Unpassive will be a unicorn company. And that is a company that has a value of over $1 billion. That's with one product. I just told you that Unpassive just launched with their first portfolio product, which is Academy. It is an online learning platform. It is massive. That's another product. When you add all the products of Unpassive together, instead of becoming a unicorn company in a year, which by the way, has never been done before, Unpassive would be the first to do that. Unpassive, day one when they launch, will be a unicorn company. Now you need to think about that. It will be $1 billion company the day it launches. What kind of volume are they going to be doing? And how does that affect you as a founding member, locking your position in Unpassive? This is massive. What we're doing as we come in and Unpassive sets up this marketing system for us and we're paying the membership fee, we are putting Unpassive to work for us. We are outsourcing the building of our business to Unpassive. This truly is extraordinary and it is revolutionary. This has never been done before online. Let me tell you a little bit about the owner of Unpassive, just very, very quickly, Ash Mufareh. You know, Ash, when he started to build Unpassive, one of his goals was to make sure that as people came in, they were successful, period. That's where the success force comes in. Forced success, sorry about that. And as Ash was thinking about it, he has a really, really good heart to serve. And he thought, listen, I know Unpassive is probably going to make more money than any other company that's ever been online. And I believe that too. And he said to himself, listen, I don't need all that money. If he came on and did this alone, he would probably be the richest man in the world. And I'm not the only one that says that. Some of the experts have told him that too. But Ash decided long, long ago that he was going to share the wealth of Unpassive with you and I, those individuals participating with Unpassive. And he's not just sharing a little bit of the wealth. He's sharing up to 75% of the wealth with us. When you put the volume, the amount of volume that Unpassive is going to be doing, when you put Ash's philosophy of sharing the wealth, we are in such a unique position to take care of everything Unpassive and get to that position where we don't think about finances. Ash has an acronym for Unpassive. It's CATMO. And it's a really cool acronym. C stands for Complete Digital System. In other words, if you need something online, Unpassive is going to have it. It's going to be superior at a lower price point. That's why our market today is 4.6 billion people. A is for automated. If you don't have automation, you're just behind the 8 ball. T is for targeted traffic. Unpassive will be the only corporation out there that will actually drive traffic for those individuals participating in Unpassive. M is for money. That's self-explanatory. And O is for Unpassive. Unpassive. It is going to be the biggest thing that's ever happened online, I think, in the history of the internet. I think it's going to be bigger than anything that's been online or offline. Unpassive today is a global corporation. They're in over 224 countries. There are no limits to what you can make, and there are no qualifications. You don't have to sell, you don't have to buy, you don't have to share. Come in, participate, put Unpassive to work for you, and let them start building that wealth for you. And then automation, again, it's 100% automated. You can come in, you can build if you have that inclination. But if you don't, let's say you've only been online for 5 minutes or a year or 5 years, you just don't know what to do. It is 100% automated. That's why we're outsourcing to Unpassive to build our business. And really keep that in the back of your mind. 100% automated, automated, automated. This is Unpassive. Put them to work for you. Get in a position to take care of those financial burdens. And as Unpassive launches to the world, again, we are very, very close to the soft launch. I think it's imminent. And from there, we will roll right into the hard launch as the products are rolled out in between the soft launch and the hard launch. And we're just in a great position. Ash has put all of us in a place where we can actually live the lifestyle we want to live because we have that financial freedom. And when you get that, I can tell you this from experience, there's just a weight lifted off your shoulders and you can start dreaming again. And I would recommend you come in, you continue to discover about Unpassive, pay the $97, become a founding member and lock your position in, and then start dreaming again. And I really do mean that. Start dreaming because you can. Marty and Dan, I'm going to hand it back over to you and just kind of fill in the blanks, guys.
No, there's no blanks to fill in, Mike. Good job. You keep that up, and I'm going to keep you hired. Okay. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to let Red do the Q&A. You got any Q&A, Red?
Yeah, I got a couple actually, Marty. Let's go to, let me find it. Robert Dean asked, how easily will it be to transfer my own business website to Onpassive, and will Onpassive allow my website to be interactive within it, i.e. can I order products through my own website and Onpassive, and can I use the emails? Well, the answer to that, Robert, is yes. This is exactly, if you have your own business, you can host it on Onpassive. Obviously, it has to be approved first, and this means it has to be legitimate, ethical, and legal. Okay. If it is approved, then you can migrate your own domain name and website to the Onpassive platform, and we will drive traffic to your website, and then customers can obviously click on your link and buy whatever products they want to from there. We've got another question here, which was from Kevin. I'd like to know how Onpassive is going to handle wallet creation for a person who has multiple accounts. Now, that's a very good question, one that gets asked a lot. As far as your wallets are concerned, obviously we haven't got the full details yet because we haven't seen them, but it is definitely my understanding that if you have multiple accounts, you can have the same withdrawal methods or the one external account attached to these multiple wallets. And also you can also send money between your accounts as well. So anyway, Marty, those are the two questions that I have at the moment, and it's back over to you.
Thanks, Red. Do you want to add anything else, or?
No, that's fine. I mean, we are, just for everybody who's watching this, whether you're a founder or you are just looking at Onpassive for the first time, you really need to understand we are so close to letting this loose to the world now. We really are crossing those T's and dotting the I's and just cleaning up bits and pieces that need to be done. I know people say time is of the essence, but it really is now. I mean, it's now or never, really. You know, now is the time to get in. You know, if you've been fence sitting for a while, or you've been unsure, or whatever it is, just take that plunge. $97, you know, it's a good night out, and this is something that will change your life, and more importantly, your family, your friends, and people very close to you. So just take that plunge and join us all on this amazing journey.
Thanks, Red, as always. Dan, before I turn it over to the Queen of South Africa, and I believe it's all of Africa. In fact, I believe it's the whole world. But before I turn it over to Marina, looking as dapper as you do you have something to add?
Yes, I do, always, Marty. Thank you. And great job, Mike and Red. You know, one of the things, a little bit of a different twist here, one of the things I like to talk about is not only do we have the product introduction, and we're talking to all the new people here and introducing Onpassive to them and the opportunity that is available to you, but you've got to understand that all of us founders here that have been in this business for any length of time, we have built a team of people from all over the world, and we've developed relationships with people from all over the world. So it isn't always about just the features and benefits of a product. It's about building a team of friends and business partners that we are going to have for a lifetime. And a lot of these webinars that we get on, and there's lots of them worldwide, we don't really talk about the products that much. We talk about the stories that people have, their lives, what this would mean to them if they could change their lives. So, you know, those are pretty cool things. And we honestly believe, all of us here, that Onpassive is the only business and the last business that you'll ever need. When you have a company that has artificial intelligence, will guarantee your traffic, and it drives targeted traffic to your site to increase your customer base. See, now you got to understand that once Onpassive launches and the founder position ends, we're all customers. And so then the company drives traffic to your site to increase your customer base so you can earn commissions over and over again. So you could think of it as, hey, the company's automatically driving traffic to my business, automatically building my business for me, as Mike was talking about. It's completely automated. And they're going to be driving it with the latest artificial intelligence technology. And when they introduce people to your business, they follow up with them. Artificial intelligence will follow up with them. And they basically will close the sale for you. So it's something that is totally mind-boggling. And when you look at 50 different companies to start, it just blows us away. So we would suggest that you get with the person that introduced this to you, and get in today, because the price is going up. You can still become a founder, but we don't know. It could be any day now where the price is going to go up from 97 to whatever, we don't know yet. But so there is a sense of urgency for you to get in, and we'd love to have you be part of the worldwide team that we have here, and we're just having a blast, and come join us.
Fantastic, Dan, thanks. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Marina. Marina, a little about yourself,
Hello.
obviously, and then you can introduce your friend after you're done. Thank you.
Marty and Mike, Dan, Red, Trila, always a fantastic job, and Susie, and I will get to my friend just now. But thank you so much. I always say hello Africa, hello world. Great to be here. Yeah, it's been so exciting the last few weeks, months. I mean, the whole journey's been exciting pretty much, you know, from the get-go. But now with the momentum that we're picking up, you can hear the engines are getting louder and louder and louder, and it's so exciting. You know, I'm not even worried about whatever your financial goal is and what have you, we're going to achieve that. But when you think of Unpassive, what I think of now is the community, like Dan was talking about, the friends we're making. We've got connections everywhere. And we have, this is a presentation about the business, but we have other webinars that we have called the Fireside Chat, and everyone comes in on there and, you know, tells their story, and you get to know different people and why they joined and how this is going to change their lives. And it really gives you such a sense of belonging. You know, in Unpassive, you're not just a number. Unpassive, what they have done has never been done before in all aspects. I've never been in a business where you've got such heart, such love for humanity, such, you know, hope. Everyone is so positive, and it lifts you. It really lifts you up. And, you know, we're going to be in a position to, like Mark said, dream again. And, you know, once our dreams are fulfilled, we can go and help others get their dreams as well, which is just so awesome. Our CEO said that he cannot do it on his own. He needs us with the same heart that he has. And it's amazing how he's attracting that same person with the same heart for humanity, where we can go out, you know, moving forward and help turn poverty into prosperity across the globe, which is fantastic. And like he said, that was one of my big things. And Dan, I was not very good at following up. You know, I'm like a firecracker. I'll go and I contact all these people all over different, you know, I've never really had a system. And then I think, oh my gosh, follow up. And I've forgotten who I messaged, where I messaged, when I messaged. And I never had a system. I was really terrible. I'm terrible like that. So when Ash said, it's just like a self-driving car, you know, everything's automated. Wow, that was like incredible. And then over and above that, where as founders, we become customers and resellers, and we only have to pay one time out of pocket. So with Unpassive, you pay twice. Once to secure your position as a founding member, whether it's now or during our soft launch, and the other when we become a customer. And that's in a few months' time. So you've got time to save that one-time package, you know, and then you can just sit back and enjoy. You don't have to do a thing if you don't want to. It's just everyone that I've spoken to is just so excited about this business. They've been in other businesses where they've had to build a team, and I hate that. And, you know, people just fall off. But with Unpassive, for some reason, it's just so much easier to share this opportunity because of where it's coming from. We're not coming from, you know, it's just so different to any other business you've been involved with. And we are just so honored and proud to be part of this Unpassive family. And we welcome you with open arms. Join in on our chats that we have. We have so many. You know, just go onto YouTube and type in Unpassive, and you'll see recordings that we've done all across the globe. It's really fantastic. So there's not enough time in the day to go through everything, but I do encourage you all, if you are a guest today, please go onto the website. It's just been upgraded, updated, whatever you call. It's been zoozed up, and it's www.onpassive.com. Go through that and just see what Unpassive is all about. And then I urge you to go onto YouTube, type in Unpassive and see what comes up. You'll be amazed. It really is a fantastic, fantastic business to be in. And I cannot urge you enough to get in as soon as you can. Get back with the person that invited you to Unpassive, and you will thank them. Believe me, you are going to be so grateful that you got in when you did. And it doesn't matter when you came in, whether it was 2 years ago and a few months time, or yesterday, a year ago, whatever the case is, as long as you're in, you are forced to succeed, which is fantastic. So yeah, enough from me, because everyone knows that I can talk a lot. Satu, please put your video on. Are you still with us? You haven't passed out from the excitement? Now where's she gone? Sorry, we'll find her. Her daughter called her. So sorry about that, guys. She said her daughter was screaming. She'll be back in 5 minutes. I don't know when that was. But yeah, so we'll get back to her. I'm sure someone else can say something. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being here. You know, it's just really, really fantastic. And I'm just so excited about this journey. It's all about the journey. And I've never been more excited about anything in my life when it comes to business or anything that I got involved with. Unpassive is truly something magical. You know, there is definitely something magical. And I think it's got to do that we're going to be a unicorn company, that mythical creature. It's all working out. Yeah, I think I've said enough. I'm not sure if Hamsatu is back yet.
While we're waiting for her, let
Yeah.
me say one thing, Mariana. If you're new-
Marina,
yeah, I know, I'm horrible.
it's fine.
If you're new here and you're listening to this, you know, when you come in, Unpassive is going to manage everything. Okay. From the customers to affiliates that are under, not affiliates, but founders that are under you. They will manage everything. That's why it's 100% automated. And I know a lot of people, they get a little worried that they're going to have all these customers and how am I going to manage all of this? And that's just not the case. Unpassive is going to take care of that for you. And again, that's part of the genius behind Unpassive. So I just wanted to add that very, very quickly.
Yeah, let me throw something in there too, Mike. You just reminded me. You know, if you come into this business, a lot of people are intimidated as well as to the fact that they might have to build a business. And you don't have to do that. I mean, you can come in very passively and just let the company build the business for you, or you can be very active. And a lot of people out there are very active marketers, and they want to share it with a lot of people. That just allows you to receive, I guess, wealth. You build your wealth a little bit quicker than somebody that's doing it more passively. So there's no pressure. There's no pressure at all to build a business like there are in a lot of other companies. So I just want to throw that in there. You reminded me, Mike.
Thank you. Well, this is it. It's real life, real people. That's what happened. Kids demand, and then you've got to run. Well, anyway, I'm going to hand it over to you. Hamsatu is from Ireland, and yeah, we'll leave it to her to tell her story. Clearly, she's a mom. Thank you. You can unmute yourself, sweetie, and tell your story.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm so sorry for going off like that. I got distracted. My name is, like Marina rightly said, and I live in Ireland, and I'm originally from Nigeria, but I've been in Ireland for 22 years. Sorry, I shy away from public speaking, and you will have to be patient with me. So like I said, I've been in Ireland for 21 years now to be precise. And I'm a mom, like she said, and a working mom. And last year, a friend of mine from the UK introduced me to Onpassive. Like any other person, I was very skeptical. And being surrounded by people that are very skeptical as well, I found it very difficult. This was since March that I was introduced to Onpassive. I attended so many of Charles Olson's webinars, guest webinars, and still did not make up my mind about joining Onpassive until January this year. I decided, after listening to Charles and going on YouTube to listen to you, Marina, and Mike, I think it was Mike's video I listened to about dreaming again. I said, okay, I think I have to take that chance. And to be honest with you, one major reason why I decided finally to join, having a child with special needs, you always want to have enough time. As a working mom, I always dreamt of a situation where I will be at home with my daughter. She's 14 now. With my daughter 24/7 without going anywhere, because I want to have a child with special needs is a lot of work. And when I have a great support around me, my family, my husband, and my older children, but as a mom, there are things that only you can do for your daughter. So I thought about all these things, and having a financial security, like definitely we're going to get old and be gone. And it is always our prayers as parents to go before our children. So I always thought, will my pension be able to look after my daughter? Will she be able to get that quality of life when she's older? And when I'm old and gone, how is she going to cope financially? So I called up my friend, because I did not get in touch with him, we would talk, but I never said I wanted to join or not. But in January, I said, hey, where is that link again? Because I had deleted it. And I said, okay, let me just join. And I joined. And to be honest, I think it's the best decision I ever made. I'm very rest assured that when I'm old and gone, my daughter will be very comfortable. She doesn't even have to go into a home. She will have care come to her home. So that's actually my very short story why I joined Onpassive.
Thank you so much.
Actually, why I got distracted and I was off for a little while. Sorry about that.
You're forgiven. No, thank you so much. And that just shows you, I do believe that Onpassive is the answer to so many prayers. And looking at you, you saw it, and I always believe that God gives very special people children with needs. You've got that heart that you want to care for her 24/7. You want to do that yourself. And you're going to be able to. I do believe that wholeheartedly. And like you said, you've got this sense of peace. So do I. I know that I've made the best decision, and you're going to be able to leave a legacy for generations to come with Onpassive. So that's fantastic. And I'm so glad that you got in. And yes, I'm also glad that you did your due diligence. You watched, you questioned, you made sure you mulled over everything, and then you said, right, I'm in, which is great, because now you made the right decision. You weren't forced into it. We're not here to force anyone. We give you the information, we share the stories, and it's up to you. We're not forcing anyone to join. If anything, you're just going to be doing yourself the biggest favor of your life and your family. So get on in when you can. And thank you so much for being with us all the way from Ireland. You're a wonderful person, and I wish you all the best and huge success with Onpassive, and lots of love to your beautiful daughter as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic story. Now you got a big family, even over here in the U.S. And you could be late anytime you want. I'm late every day. Anyway, I guess, Susie, do you have anything? Are you there? I see your picture, but I don't see you. She's probably hula hooping right now, so guess not. Anyway, if nobody else says anything, we'll shut this down. And thank you for coming, everybody. Great story, like I said. And we'll be back next week, same time. There's webinars everywhere in different languages. If you want to hear about this business, you can find it. Everybody here knows everybody else. So there's German, Spanish, I believe Russian, and just every language you can think of to learn about this business. It's growing at 3,000 people a day. And like Dan and Mike and everybody here said, don't let this go. If you have a chance to get in, get in. Once we open to the world, there'll never be a founder again. And that is what a horrible thing to lose if you could have the opportunity to be a founder. Anyway, thanks everybody, and God bless. And I'll see you next time.